It's What's Hot with Shamai Cook. I am Shamai Cook. Got my guest co-host Sabian Kelly in the building. How you doing, Sabian?
I'm making it, man.
It's
a good day to have a good day.
Yeah, it's a good day. And we got a special guest in the building. She's my boss. She's the general manager of NCCU AudioNet. It's the one and only Miss DL Underdue. Miss DL, thank you so much for coming on the show. How you doing today?
You know, you drug me onto the show. You know, I stay off AudioNet. This is for you guys. But, you know, it's a very special occasion. I'm very happy to be here with you today. But I'm also a little bit sad because it is your last show.
Miss DL, you know, since I got here, you know, you have welcomed me to this network with open arms. I remember as soon as the semester started, I came to actually went to Miss Lakeisha first, WNCU, your boss, and she told me to go give you a visit. I gave you a visit. We had a good conversation, and you said, "Well, you can have a show." You know, you could. And I was like, "What?" As a freshman, I thought like coming in as a freshman, I didn't think you could do stuff like that. So I was like, thought those were for only upperclassmen, and I got straight to work. Show was it was very interesting. We had some good controversy. We had some ratings, and you said my show was #1 that semester, and you know we went through some stuff, and now I'm back. And
I said, you know, Shamai, just bring it in a little bit. You know, bring it in a little messy. Bring it in a little bit. You know.
I remember. First of all, Ms. Dio, what made you want to get into radio?
So I was a college student, just like you guys, at Elizabeth City State University, which is out on the coast.
Okay.
And I was a biology major.
Gotcha.
And I realized halfway through my sophomore year that I was not going to make a very good doctor, which is what I wanted to do long term.
Okay.
Because I couldn't count, and I just wasn't good at math and chemistry.
Gotcha.
Like everything that involved reading, I was really good at. And so I was already actively involved with like the campus yearbook.
Okay.
And, you know, me and my friends would sit around and listen to our campus radio station. And we were like, yeah, we could do that. We could do this. You know, for real, we sound good. We can do this.
Cool.
And so we went to the general manager of the station, told her we wanted to work for her, and she was like, yeah, we don't have any room right now. Come back. So you know how you were like, wow,
Yes.
I didn't think I could do that as a freshman. Right. So she was like, come back. So I came back in a couple of weeks, and me and my other friend, like, I'd say about every other week, we would just show up at her office like, hey, we're still interested. Hey, we want to do this. Hey. And so over the summer, she called us before we could call her.
Persistent.
Yeah. And she was like, come on, do the show. And so that's how I got started in radio, because turns out I was kind of good at it.
Good.
Yes.
You know, you've been you have an afternoon jazz show with Miss DL with WNCU. How's your experience been at WNCU?
So it's been a good experience. I came here because of WNCU. They at the time housed AudioNet, and they wanted a general manager to come in with a master's degree because they had a manager and he was really good, but they wanted someone that could also teach in the department and do some other things. And so they recruited me to come here. And I was like, okay, it's kind of cool here. But when I first got here, honestly, all the students, I won't say all, but a lot of them were really mean to me.
Really?
Yes,
Why?
because they liked the old manager.
I
see. He was a wonderful person. He started AudioNet. Shout out to Truett.
Mr. O'Neill. Yes.
Real one.
Yes, you know, so they didn't like change. And I didn't really realize that I was really walking into like, oh, they changed for real over here.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but by the end of the academic year, I had won everyone over.
Yeah, they had to warm up to you. That's what it was.
Yeah, they had to warm up to me, and I mean, honestly, not to talk bad about ECSU, but the kids over there were way meaner than the kids
Really?
here. So, like, their mean here didn't really faze me. I was like,
Gotcha.
oh, okay.
You already had tough skin, so you already knew what. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Ms. DL, I really appreciate your support and from being here at the network, and you taught me a lot. You have taught me how to always be myself, how to always not be too messy, as you say.
Please.
But what do you think? That's kind of cliche, but what do you think? what has the growth have you seen in me?
I've definitely seen the growth because, you took all the challenges that came your way that knocked you down for a little while. You took those and you said, okay, I can, double down and keep going down this path, or I can kind of try and change my path and do what I want to do, but do it in a way that, is a lot easier for everyone to kind of work with, to understand where I'm coming from. And so, yes, I've seen that because, your passion is there. And sometimes our passion makes us a little headstrong.
Okay.
We get caught on like, this is what I want to do and this is how I'm going to do it. And sometimes you got to do it different ways to get to the same end result, you know.
Okay.
And I've seen the growth with you, understanding like, okay, well, I might not be able to do things that way because the consequences of that were different than what I anticipated.
Yeah.
But I still want to do this. So let me get in here and do it in a way that will progress me down the path that I need to go.
Gotcha. What are some things that people who want to get into the audio and the radio business? What type of things so people do to be successful?
So to be successful, you need to build a work ethic, which you have. Like you constantly prep for your show. You also constantly promote for your show. And a lot of people are not willing to put in that kind of work. They want it to happen organically. They think everybody's just going to fall in love with them once they hear them one time. And it's not that way. Radio has changed in that a lot of radio stations are looking for people with followings already now on social media. So as opposed to like you getting on the radio and building your following that way, no, they want you to bring a following with you so that they can expand their brand out to people who wouldn't have heard of them otherwise. So so having good work ethic, practice, listen to yourself.
I know, it's annoying.
I hate listening to myself.
I hate it. I hate listening to myself. It's cringeworthy.
Yes, you hear everything you mispronounce every time. You kind of stuttered a little bit, but listen to yourself because you'll hear things that, you can improve on, or you'll surprise yourself and say, wait, that sounds way better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are all good things to have, when you're here at the university. Like take advantage of every type of like media opportunity you have, because you really don't know what you want to do.
That's true.
That's true. You think you know what you want to do. So when I was in college, I was involved with the yearbook. I was involved with the school paper. I was involved with the radio station. We didn't have a TV station at the time, but we had a video conference center. So I went over there. I volunteered in the public relations office, and I still managed to party a lot.
I heard that one right there.
So, it's about prioritizing,
True. Make time for what's important.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes. That is true.
That's true.
Yes.
Okay. Miss DL, I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too,
I'm going to miss you. What's the one, that's so cliche, but what's the one thing you're going to miss about What's Hot with Shamai Cook?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to miss you being here early prepping and like Miss DL sending me all these Instagram posts of who's coming up this week, who's coming next. Like, I'm going to miss all of that, as well as like meeting all your co-hosts, because you bring in people who probably would have not have heard of AudioNet before. Yeah, so just helping people know a little bit about the opportunities that are here. Like I'll miss that part of it, and I'll miss your energy and your enthusiasm for what you do.
And I want to expand upon that a little bit, Shamai. You've done great, man. Yeah, a lot of people can, anybody can say the negative, but they can't really tell you all the positive and give you your flowers all the time. And I'm gonna do that for you, man. You like Miss Underdue said, you took a bad situation or a bad time and made that your motivation to do better, to get better.
Yeah.
And the improvement has been seen, not just by me, but I'm pretty sure the whole campus, regardless of how people feel, regardless of if they agree with your messages or not. They can always say that Shamai tried his best and he gave it his all, and he was able to deliver to the campus. You were able to do a lot here at Central, and I'm grateful of it. You know what I mean? You brought some spirit here, and I appreciate that, man.
Thank y'all. Thank you, Miss DL. Miss DL, hold on,
she got me a gift for him.
She got me a gift. I'm gonna open it on air.
So I was actually watching something else you did, and I found out that you collect certain things, and so I got you something that I think you'll like a lot.
Let's see. Let's open this.
Yeah, I opened it already to make sure it wasn't broken.
Oh my God, she got me a radio mug.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Yes.
God,
Uh-oh.
look at that, y'all. Oh, thank you so much, Miss DL.
Yes. So
Yes.
use that as your motivation. Take
Yes.
it with you. You know what you want to do, and it's
Oh
manifested
my
in that little
gosh,
cup.
I'm gonna put this in
That's
my
amazing.
office. I'm gonna
Yes.
put this
Every
on
show you gonna see, every show
Every
he has,
show.
from here on out, we're gonna see that cup front and
Yes,
center.
for real. For real. My next photo shoot.
I
You see
know.
that?
Look, that's gonna be number one photo.
Thank you so much, Miss DL. It's
You're
Miss
welcome.
DL Underdue, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Keep it here. It's What's Hot with My Cook.
You're listening to What's Hot on NCCU AudioNet.